Okay, so here we go. Calculate how many moles of Na2SO4 are produced when 0.86 moles of H2SO4 reacts. Again, super complicated sounding question, so we're going to breathe in, breathe out, and just remember our little things to make this easier. For example, guns. I gotta get my thing back up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Guns, givens, put a 1 underneath it, fill in my numbers, and I'm going to solve it. So what is given to me? Right here, I can see that it says, I don't even know if this is working. I can see that it says 0.86. So I'm going to start with that. 0.86 of what? 0.86 moles of H2SO4. So I'm going to go ahead and just write that down right here. 0.86 moles. I know to write moles because it just straight up tells me H2SO4. And I'm going to put that over 1 because that's what my U is, under 1. Alright, I'm going to actually get rid of this so I have room to type. Great. Alright, now I'm going to use my mole map to fill in the rest of this. So I'm starting here, I'm starting with moles that I know, and I'm crossing over to find moles of something where I don't know the number, right? So this is what I'm looking for. Moles of, what is it here? Na2SO4. Here's Na2SO4, so that's a product. So what this is saying is how much of this can I make of Na2SO4? How much of this can I make when I have this many moles of this? So let me get in what I'm looking for. If you ever get confused about what to put on the top and bottom, and this thing just isn't working for you, and like you're saying, wait, question mark mole Y, question mark mole X, that's confusing. Well, the way I learned it when I was in high school and college was whatever you're trying to get rid of, put it on the bottom. So I want these units to cancel out, so whatever I start with, I'm going to put on the bottom of the other one. Mole H2SO4, great. And I know those are going to cancel out. And then what am I looking for? That's what I'm going to put on the top. And what am I looking for? I forgot. I'm looking for Na2SO4, so mole. And oops, let me go undo that real quick. Na2SO4. Great. Now I got to fill in my numbers. And it tells me, where do I get my numbers? From my balance equation. Cool. So let's go up and find my balance equation. Just fill in the numbers in front of them. All right, so for n, which two am I looking for? Cool. So I started with this one, no number in front of it, so I'm just going to write a 1. All right. All right, now let's find Na2SO4. Here it is, also a 1. So my answer is going to be pretty easy. 0.86 times 1 equals 0.86 mole H2SO4. Hopefully that's it on the screen. Let me check real quick. Oop. I can see now that some of it cut off, so I'm going to actually write it down here. 0.86 mole H2SO4. And even some of that may have gotten cut off. But 0.86 moles SO4, just this times 1 divided by 1 times 1 is going to be the same number. Sweet. Hello, wonderful people. Another problem. And here we go. So calculate how many moles of Na2SO4 are produced when 0.86 moles of H2SO4 reacts. Okay, this one sounds complicated, right? But we're just going to do the same thing, write down our acronym. Our givens, write a 1 underneath it, fill in our numbers, then we're going to solve it. So first thing, what is our given? right here, given 0.86 moles of H2SO4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right away. 0.86 mole H2SO4 over 1. Phew. All right, put a 1 under it. That's why I did that. All right. Now, what is this actually asking me? What it is saying is that if I have this much, this many moles of H2SO4, how much of this can I make? How much of this can I produce? And so let's figure it out. So now when I was in chemistry in high school, I learned it slightly different. So if this mole map isn't making sense for you for these ones, remember every one of these we're going from moles here, either mole ratio and end with moles here. Sometimes kids can get confused, like, oh, this question mark mole Y over mole X is confusing. Which one do I put on the top and the bottom? Well, the thing you're looking for goes on the top, and the thing you already have goes on the bottom. So another way to think about that is the thing that goes on bottom is the thing you want to cancel. I want to cancel this. I want that unit to cancel, so I'm going to put it on the bottom. That's just another way to think about it. So if you get stuck, that's how you can check your answers. Cool. So I know I did it right because these are going to cancel. On the top is what I'm looking for. Because on my mole map it says put the thing you're looking for on the top. What am I looking for? I forgot. Na2SO4. Mole Na2SO4. Great, now I'm going to use my mole ratio. So my mole ratio is right here. It's just the coefficient, the number in front. So let's see what the number for Na2SO4 is. There's nothing there, which means it's a 1. So, just so you know how I got there, 1. Alright, cool. What's in front of H2SO4? Let's find it. Here it is. There's nothing there. So that is also a 1. Great. So my final answer is going to be 0.86 moles times 1, which is going to then divided by 0.86 over 1 equals 0.86, and I'm left with this unit, moles of Na2SO4. Mole Na2SO4.